Okay girls, I for one am tired of sitting here waiting to be murdered by Janice and her body odor. We need to find a way out of this hotel.
Even if the service is down, the landline in the lobby should still be able to make a call.
Well, knowing Minnie's cognitive ability, I'm guessing that's the best idea we'll be getting at anytime soon. So let's do it.
This is just getting too confusing. If Janice is the Ghastly Ghost killer, then who killed her?
God, Minnie, it's pretty obvious the other killer is Garrett running around murdering people with his gayness. He must have faked his own death. Look, you two igloos can have fun going to the lobby, but I'm going back to the hotel room. I never thought my life would have a worse day than the day I met you two bitches, but today has surpassed it. I'm over this whole let's solve a mystery case Nancy Drew nonsense.
But weren't you the one that told us to try and get out of the hotel?
Don't test me on this, Minnie.
Did you not get the straightener?
Sorry we had to stop in Garrett's room. I know it's all the way on floor 1, but my bowels just don't like the stress they're going through right now. This whole night has just been really out of my comfort zone. I'm not really into this whole being targeted by a killer thing. If it wasn't for you two girls and my online therapist, I don't know what I would have done in such a life or death situation.
It really does get less scary the second time, I promise. I'm just glad that Nikki was able to stop the Ghastly Ghost from killing her earlier. Hitting her in the head with that moisturizer is a pretty smart idea. She's really the best in these situations.
What? How would you know Nikki hit the killer in the head with the bottle of moisturizer? Me and Garrett gave her that.
I just saw it on her table and put 2 and 2 together.
We both know you're not smart enough to do that.
So you're saying I'm the killer?
It would make sense. You're on the inside of the clique like a mole.
That seems like a stretch, doesn't it?
Not really. Oh my god, Minnie, what are you doing?
I met Nikki Burling in our elementary school's production of The Wizard of Oz. She got cast as Dorothy and I got cast as the Singing Apple, starting a long trend of Nikki being the star. In the 7th grade, she asked me and Gigi to be her best friends, to follow her around everywhere and remind her how beautiful she was. At that time, I was just happy that someone like her would even be seen with me. It took years, but eventually, with the help of Janice, I realized I was so much more. When I saw Gigi's attempt of killing us, I decided I could do so much better. And let's face it, I have.
I didn't want to tell him. My heart was cold.
Where's Kylie?
each day.
Hello? Rhino, I asked you a question.
It was me.
What?
I'm the Ghastly Ghost killer.
Besides the fact that I thought you'd be too stupid to do something that involves counting above the number 3, I'm not surprised.
Surprised now?
When you love so long.
Do you remember what you told me earlier today? I was the weak link and I would always be in everyone's shadow. I tried so hard to be your friend, but you were so obsessed with the idea of a tree or a clique, as if everyone was put on this earth to worship you.
I've already heard a monologue like this from Gigi a couple years ago, so if you want to wrap it up and try to kill me now...
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. Death is too good for you. I'm gonna frame you and make it look like you snapped and killed all your friends. Except for me, of course, who was able to defend myself and leave you unconscious before you could kill me.
Wow, I underestimated you. You were just as crazy as that nutbag Gigi.
You underestimated me for a lot more than that, Nikki.
You might hate me now, but you really shouldn't. I wasn't always this way. Nikki surrounded me with hate and negativity my whole life, forcing me into darkness. Well, I was in the darkness, so the darkness I became. It's my turn to be the spotlight, and I'm sorry that a few people had to die for me to get that.
Was gone. And when he asked me, "Do you still love me?" I had to look away.
Minnie! What happened?
I read on WikiHow that if you do something dumb, like perp in front of your crush, or I don't know, accidentally reveal to someone you're a killer, you can make someone forget the last 15 minutes of their life by stopping them from breathing while also pressing this weird pressure point on their neck. I'm pretty sure Sacagawea created it while she was traveling on the Mayflower. I realized if I was going to start over, I needed someone to follow behind me. Kylie was the perfect option.
You don't remember? While we were washing our hands, the ghastly ghost came up behind you and tried to drown you. I hit their head on the counter and took off the mask, and it was Nikki. I dragged her up to the hotel room and then came back down to Garrett's room to check on you.
Wait, Nikki was the killer? Why?
I have no idea, but we have to get out the hotel before she wakes up. I already called the police and they're waiting outside. Good morning, Melonhead.
Good morning, Minnie.
1 year later, and things are going just as I planned. I'm a star, just like I knew I could be. Even if it took a few grisly deaths to get this way, I could care less. Everyone got what they deserved in the end, and I've put my murdering days in the past. When no one wanted to stay at the hotel, the murders happened in any way. I knew it would be a perfect idea to buy the hotel for me and Kylie. It's our house now, and it's so gorge. It gives me major The Shining vibes. What makes it perfect though is no Nikki Burling. Last time I heard of her murder charges dropped through, but her rich parents disowned her because they were scared of a possibly psycho daughter ruining their reputation. Now I heard she works minimum wage at some fast food restaurant along with all the college dropouts. It's not prison, but it's good enough for me.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But honestly, my life couldn't be any better. Working at this grease trap is amazing. Every day, I get to watch a bunch of fatties stuff their face with who knows what garbage. And it really does a lot for a person's self-esteem. When no one would believe me about Minnie being the actual ghastly ghost killer, I was pretty upset. But eventually, I realized when people think you could snap and kill them at any moment, you can pretty much walk all over them all you want. When you're a pretty girl like me, silly things like murder charges and serial killers don't matter. I think we're like immune to it or something. The world better watch its back, because Nikki Burling isn't going anywhere.